Welcome to the cause. The last 3 days, going down this Ren rabbit hole, traveling this road, the avenue called Ren, has been quite a trip. Animal Flow, Penitence, and then Hold On. That trifecta of songs over the last 3 days was quite amusing. I mean, it's almost like a freak show. You know what I mean? Going to some type of circus and seeing the oddities and the tent features, I would say. Let's look at the miniature man and tall woman. That type of like psychological trip. Absolutely insane. To become that bewildered by someone's depictions, verbal depictions, is lunacy. It's like being naked and howling at the moon. I don't know. Yeah. It's a whole charade of skinny dipping people. Just don't have any shame. This is what it is, shamelessness. He doesn't have any shame. He'll show himself, you know, full frontal without any hesitation. I mean, these words are the same presentations that he gives me mentally. Not him being negative or anything like that. I'm saying the graphic language I'm using right now is giving you pictures, inside of your mind. That's what I'm trying to convey here. He does the same thing. He presents this morbid and sordid presentation of life. I said this in one of my comments to another person. It's very morbid. It's sordid, it's almost sadistic in a sense. Like masochistic. I don't know. It just has this weird feeling to it. It's almost voyeuristic. In a sense, it's like voyeurism, It's like looking upon something that you're not supposed to look upon. Period. That's what it feels like when you listen to his music. It's like being introduced to something that you're not supposed to see. Some things are best kept secret. But, unless it's for learning purposes, some things have to be disclosed over time, like Machiavelli when he wrote The Prince. Or if you read like The Art of Seduction or The Art of War, that, been authored by so many great writers. I made mention to a person in the comment section that in order to write a book, you must first read a library. And it seems like Ren is well read, and this is how he's able to portray all the images in one's mind the way he does. This is how he's able to paint images in the minds of those that listen to his music, because he's well read, very knowledgeable person. It's just simply that easy to explain. He's very well read. He's taught himself a lot of things, and life has taught him a lot of things. Being close to death has taught him so many things. It's a common sense way of looking at it. Period. But coming off that trifecta, someone made mention of the song "Do You Believe?" Quite a few people did, not just one person, but quite a few people did. Said that this will be a nice song to listen to. And they said that this song too, one person said that this song too would be a great addition to his genre into country. It has more of a country feel than Hold On. I was corrected by a couple people in the comment section that Hold On is not a country vibe at all. It was to me a little. I mean, a lot. I mean, the cadence, the feel of the song felt country to me. And one person said, well, you think it's country because you don't listen to country. Well, I'm not talking about like Garth Brooks or Shania Twain, that type of country. No, I'm not talking about that type of country. I'm saying that it has this like modern country feel to me, it's a modern country feel. But someone said that this is closer to country, because he has this ability. It's like, okay, let me put it this way. Ren doesn't truly keep a genre, whether it's rapping, singing, or doing some type of production. It's not keeping close to a genre. He's never holding close to a genre. And you can, I don't want to make this arguable. I don't want to make a big thing out of this at the beginning of the show. I don't. Yeah, it's just, someone said that, it's not country at all. Hold On, it's not country, but Do You Believe it's country. Before I get into Do You Believe, I want to give a shout out to Pam Grant, Maria, Carrie, John, and all the rest of my subscribers. You guys are the absolute best, and I appreciate you all, If I could just, shout out everybody's name, I would, because all of you guys are great. You guys are just awesome, just awesome. Just, wow. We got some loyalists out there too, some real loyalists that's always commenting on my reaction videos. Just always there for me. Like Belinda, Diane, Sick Boy Renegade, whose real name is Dana, Stacy Lou. There are so many more. It's just, I just want to give out so many shout outs because you guys have been just loyal to me. You know what I mean? It's just so many, and I feel bad for not mentioning everybody. Like Jennifer, and just so many. And that's why I don't even like mentioning the names that I do mention, because I miss so many other names, I'm just thankful. I'm very appreciative. Very, very much so. And I just want to mention everybody, but I can't. But I want to give a huge shout out to all my subscribers. To those who are not subscribed to my channel, it would be nice to have your subscription. But without further ado, let's get to Do You Believe?
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
Dear future self, I hope you're in good health. I'm writing cause I'm frightened, I've been fighting with myself. I wake up in the morning, rain is pouring, but I don't mean outside, I mean a storm is roaring in the corners deep in my mind. And I've been phoning my friends for advice to break the ice. How are you? Yeah, I'm nice. Actually, I'm fucking sore inside. I'm borderline suicide, but I'm really trying to try and shine in this dark, dark life of mine. The film Life of Brian, I watched it 50 times, because I'm always searching for the brighter side of life. And maybe one day those thoughts will pay off, but till then, my future self, I'm feeling lost. Ha.
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
Dear future self, why am I unwell? Will I ever find a way to climb right out this hell? Will I ever find a way to leave my demons? Find the breath to keep me breathing, find the hope to keep believing, find a way out, huh? Cause something funny happens when you're always sick. When you wake up every day praying that they might be it. That you might turn a corner into life or into death. Cause you hate that state of limbo, cause you hate that state of stress. And many lessons I have learned being burned by the fires of depression as they scorch up my earth. I have learned that I'm stronger than I ever thought I was, cause I'm still here and breathing, my heart's beating blood, but I'm a paradox. I feel so alone, yet I isolate myself. It's no one's fault but my own. Heart is broken cause of the friends that I've had who have died. Heart is broken cause I've been sick for a third of my life. Heart is broken cause we live on a planet that values money more than lives, and we're damaging that planet that we need to survive. My broken heart, it breaks every time I feel the brakes on my brain when it aches. Bringing the bruises back to faith, feeding my demons while they wait. Ask my angels why forsake, have faith. Take away this pain in my brain and bring the rain, rain on my soul. Future self, could you pull me out this hole?
You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. You believe it's morning, I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind.
Do you believe it's morning? I'm alive, but that's the last thing on my mind. Do you believe it's morning? I'm alive. That's the last thing on my mind.
Do you believe it's morning? I'm alive. But that's the last thing on my mind. Man, this dude is just like a heavyweight boxer, man. But the thing is this, though. I'm gonna say this. I mean, as far as like the genre, who was singing this? Who was singing the chorus at the beginning? Who was singing the chorus at the beginning? I mean, if I can, I'll put it in the credits. But if I remember, I'll put it in the credits. I meant to say. I don't think that was more country than Hold On. The vibe to me was more country. I'm sorry to say. I think it was the guitar more so in Hold On that gave it more of a country vibe to it. The acoustic guitar. I think that's what did it for me in Hold On. This was it was more, I don't know. This was more like it was almost like creepy. I mean, in a sense, not creepy music. I'm not saying like a haunting song. It was almost like Insidious, Tiptoe Through the Window, something like that. I think it goes. Tiptoe through the window. That's what I'm talking about. That type of creepy. The movie Insidious. That's what I'm talking about too. If anybody's like not receiving what I'm saying when I say creepy, and the horror movie that I'm talking about is Insidious, and it had that creepy song. I don't know the name of the song, but it had those words to it. Tiptoe through the window. Anyway, let me get away from that. I mean, let me get away from all that horror and all that and whatever. But I'm just saying that it was creepy. The lyrics themselves were creepy. I mean, creepy, having a conversation with his future self. And through this conversation with his future self, he's asking his future self to help him, to give him hope to continue on. Man, this is crazy. He's always talking about the chronic pain that he went through, that he has gone through, and that he is still going through. The autoimmune disease that he's affected by right now, is quite radical to me. The way he goes about explaining certain ideals, the way he regurgitate what he takes in. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. The depth that he takes in on a daily basis, he reveals through his music. Like the destruction of the planet. He sees the destruction, he takes it in, and then he regurgitates it so that we all can see it the way he does. He's an artist, you know what I'm saying? He's an orator or whatever, you know what I mean? He's just able to vocalize what he knows to be reality from his standpoint of what he knows reality to be. This is what he produces through words, whether it's singing, rapping, even through instruments, playing the piano. When he did the tribute Mackie, it's It's quite different. I haven't seen anything like this, you know. The multifaceted nature that he approaches all things in life, how he approaches everything in life, it seems. Whether it's a relationship, and whether it's own psychosis, whether it's ailments, whether it's the environment, whether it's government, whether it's greed, whether it's sins, whether it's this, that, or the other. This guy just goes at it full-fledged. And I haven't seen anything like this before by anyone else, period. I just haven't seen it before, you know. I just haven't seen it this way, no. This is crazy. I mean, it's absolutely like mind-boggling. It's it leaves a person flabbergasted, you know what I mean? Totally broken mentally, broke. He drains everything out of the account of your brain. He has this desperation in his words, and that he's at the brink at all times. He's at the edge of sanity at all times. He's at the edge of it, ready to jump, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's playing this like game. He often has spoke about dancing with Mephistopheles, you know what I mean? This macabre, back and forth, this pendulum. Is this a game to him? Is it a game? I mean, like, seriously. Because where's the direction? Where's the direction? If it's not a game, where's the direction? Where's it leading to? Where's it going? Because it's everywhere. It's a phantom of the opera. You know what I mean? It's the masked man. Like, where is he going with these things? Like, for real. You know what I mean? He's an artist. He's a Michelangelo, a Van Gogh, a Leonardo, Homer, Charles Dickens. Like, this guy. Yeah. What do you want me to say? Like literally, what do you want me to say? You know, break down lyrics that everybody should be able to understand. He's not being difficult in these lyrics. He's saying things that are just blatantly obvious in everyday life, you know, that everybody deals with in one way, fashion, or form. Everybody deals with what he's talking about in their own way, period, man. Like, what are you talking about? He's just expressing it. He has the ability to express it. But where is he leading people with his expression? He said that's the last thing on his mind, that he's alive. Like, where is he going with the message? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, a very powerful individual, you know. He said in Seven Sins, we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. Wow. Time is long or short, depending upon what a person cares to remember or what refuses to be forgotten. Yeah. Cut. Time out. Time's up. To all my subscribers, you guys are the very best. Another banger. Another banger. A somber one, though. Very somber. Yeah. But a banger nevertheless. A real banger. Man, wow. To those who are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. Leave a comment below, leave a like, share this video. And until next time, deuces.